go. Welcome to another episode of Open Up with Angel B. Today, we're joined by an incredible creative force, Sasha Brens, also known as DJ Sasha B. From dance floor to the DJ booth, Sasha is making her mark in the entertainment industry. Before stepping into the world of DJing, she was a professional dancer on TV shows like America's Best Dance Crew, Bring It On, and more. But her talents go beyond stage. She has dedicated over a decade to mentoring and teaching unprivileged youth across the country. Using dance and music as tools for empowerment, now she's spinning at major events including Universal Studios, New Year's Eve celebrations, Disney red carpet premieres, to the Kardashians' private parties. Let's get into it. Yeah. Welcome to the pod.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, amiga, for coming.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, so before we have this thing, we take a shot, but it's not, it's like a health shot. It's a ginger shot. So
we're taking healthy shots today.
Yeah, so we can open up.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. Spicy. Yes. Amiga.
Okay.
If there's a song that would describe your life right now, which song that would it be?
Ooh. It's a different question. Sometimes people ask me, what's your favorite song? But to describe my life, I will say Jill Scott, Golden. Living my life like it's golden. Yeah.
Yes,
that's
love
a good
it.
one.
Love it.
And if you ask me something else, my favorite song, I'll be like, oh, Lauryn Hill. Oh my gosh.
I love that song.
Okay.
I love that song. Yes, we have a guest here too, Queen B. She's not listening today.
It's my personal special guest.
Yeah,
so
usually she comes in the end when we taking too long. She's like, okay, bitch, it's done. But now she want to stay there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, as long as you're quiet, Queen B. I appreciate it. Okay, so you a New York native, but you grew up in Florida, right? How was your childhood? Was music already part of it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm born in the Bronx. First of all, it's like I was born with hip-hop in me. All right, salsa and hip-hop. That's just like in my household, how I grew up. And then I moved to Florida, and it shaped my breakdance movement from then on. But however, growing up, being from New York and then being raised in Florida, just like a totally dope, unique difference. Most of everybody from New York City migrate down south anyways. They don't want to stay in the snow or whatever. But my mom is super Puerto Rican salsera. She's been dancing salsa, doing competitions her whole life, winning whatever, traveling for that. And then I have twin brothers who are 10 years older than me. So when I moved to Florida, they stayed in New York because they wanted to finish high school and graduate with their school. So that was fine. So then we separated, and then they went off to college right away. I was just a kid. So they would call me like every month, and they would be like, did you hear the new Jay-Z song? Or did you hear the new Nas? I'm like, no, put me on. So by the time I was 13, I had known everything about hip hop because they would call me every month like, you need to take this. Well, as a kid too, nice. And they're sending me CDs from New York, the CDs, y'all, like sending me CDs. So I already knew like what to listen for. And then my mom is cleaning every Saturday morning. I'm watching cartoons and she's blasting salsa, cleaning the floor or making the bed or doing whatever. So yeah, music was a part of my childhood every day for sure, all the time. It makes sense. Now I grew up and became a musician.
And did your parents support you in to be a dancer?
Oh yeah. It took my mom a second. As much as she loves the arts and being a salsera and a dancer first, and then a musician, it took her a while because I did go to college for criminal justice. My brothers were both in the NYPD. They all went to college, did the college thing. As though they wanted to be rappers their whole life. They didn't actually pursue that dream because they know that's a different generation. 10 years older than me, they like needed the white picket fence, the wife, the kids, whatever, that way. You let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so they just they took a different route in life. And so when I went to college and I left college to become an artist, that was like, are you sure you know what you're doing? You want to or you don't want to? And I was like, nah, I got this. Just trust me. And I didn't know what I was doing, honestly, but I did it anyway. I still pursued being an artist anyways. It's also, I think about the world and being a criminal justice lawyer or a young mentor in that time was crazy. I was like, I don't know, I want to do this forever.
And you say your mom, was your mom a single mom?
Yeah, single mom, single parent growing up. I just met my dad, but like really got to know my dad at the age of 30, so that was cool. Really? Yeah.
Do you feel like something was different in your like growing up just with your mom? Like,
no, that's an easy question. She killed it. Okay. She killed it as a single parent. She killed it. I feel like I didn't have anything missing, a dad or brothers or sister or mom or nothing. She worked really hard. She always had 2 jobs, but then she always maintained me being healthy, and I get to still do dance in school or track or sports, whatever I wanted to do. And yeah, that was it. She killed. I didn't lack anything, and I still had one parent.
And didn't affect anything, you think, like in your adulthood?
Not really. And now my love life, a little different story.
Yeah,
it's a little different story, but we can get into that another time. But in my adulthood, it really didn't lack. I started to look for my dad, like, where's my dad at, like, later in life. And then now we have a relationship that is super dope. And then I found out I have 12 other brothers and sisters on my dad's side that I didn't know. So now I got extra brothers and sisters, which is dope. But yeah, that's cool. That's a cool story too.
Amazing. Can you take us back to the beginning? What first drew you to dance, and how did your journey started?
Oh, interesting. So in high school, I was in the track team, and I saw the dance team in my high school, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to be a part of that." Actually, going from, let's take them even further back. In middle school, that's like the 6th, 7th, 8th grade in America. I was in the cheerleading team that was like Pop Warner. Everybody did that. You were either a football player or a cheerleader. And all the boys were football players, all the girls were cheerleaders back then. So when I went to high school, I missed the dance audition. You had to audition. I didn't know that to get into the dance team in the high school. I missed that. So I was like, you know what? I want to be on the track team. All my homeboys that I had all guy friends growing up, and they were all on the track team. So I wanted to be with them. I did the track team thing. And then the next year, the second year of high school, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to the dance team. I'm not going to miss the audition this time. However, when I made it, I was doing both. And then doing track, like elongated, or they shortened my muscles. And then dance team elongated from stretching. So I was having growing pains. So then my coach was like, you got to pick one. And I picked dance. But my muscles was going crazy. It was like this every season. And they were like, if you don't want to feel this, you got to pick one. So I picked one. And then it's been dance ever since then, high school. Now that was like performing arts dance team. I didn't get into street dancing until like college.
And that was when you were America Best Dance Crew?
Yes.
How was the experience? How was being a part of the production?
First of all, I've never been on the West Coast before this show. So I come to West Coast. I know that this is where they film. The West Coast is where they film everything, where Hollywood exists, the stars, everything, fashion, and New York too. But I'm from there, so I didn't know this side of that Hollywood experience. And yeah, they flew us out. They literally laid out the red carpet for America's Best Dance Crew. I had just started breakdancing a couple years before that. I was nice with it. I feel real confident in my dance skills. We auditioned. We did like 8-hour intense audition in Atlanta. We made it all the way to the show. They fly us out. They give us a red carpet. And then I ended up doing the movie Bring It On 4, and then the people there were like, you want to keep doing more stuff like this, you got to move to LA. But that whole experience, realizing what Hollywood is, what it isn't, what I thought it was, or what it looks like here in the West Coast as opposed to what it looks like on TV, totally different vibe. And it was a dope. I still wanted to come here anyway.
What was your big misconception?
Oh yeah, like definitely on the TV show, it wasn't like scripted, like you should say this next, action. It was more like, if I get in a fight with or somebody get in a fight in the crew, because it's like 6 of us on the TV show. If I get in a fight with the crew, then, or somebody gets in the fight with the crew, then the people behind the cameras are like, oh, how'd that make you feel? And you're like, oh, there's somebody talking to us. But there's cameras everywhere filming our real life. So if we have a disagreement about a dance move or something, or what we eating for dinner, they're right there. And that was the misconception, because I didn't know when they ended up showing the show on TV, we were like, dang, I can't believe they caught that on film. Like,
and they
edited it the way to make us look a little crazy. And I was like, but that's not how it really went down. But it is, because they recorded it. They didn't add anything we said. They took everything we said and then edited it in a way where it was not so empowering.
Yeah. And then when you decide to move here, did your mom was against, or she was like, go for it?
Oh yeah, it's like my mom's pretty fearless too in that sense. So once I set my mind, I'm just like her. Once I set my mind to something, I did it. I saved up. I got a regular job, 9 to 5 for like 6 months, or maybe even less, for like a summer and some change. And I saved every paycheck I got, like a physical check. I saved them all under the bed for like months. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna move to LA. I cashed them all in at the same day, like at the bank. It was like some thousands of dollars, maybe 1,000. It wasn't a lot of money. It was like working a 9 to 5 as a young, I was 21 or so, and it just wasn't a whole lot of money. I cashed them all, like a fat thing of checks, and it was like $1,000. I was like, yeah. Okay,
I feel
fine.
everybody, all the people that I know that came here, we didn't come with a lot of money.
Oh, no.
It was just the craziest thing like that we decided to do.
Yeah. But,
it made it happen.
And it wasn't like I have rich family members to contribute to that. They were like, if you really want to make this happen, you're going to have to make it happen for yourself.
Oh, yeah. So
we support you. Good luck. But just know if you fail, we'll be right here back in Florida. So it wasn't like, I knew I was not going to I just wasn't going to be homeless or die or not. It didn't seem that extreme. It was just like, oh, well, I guess if I can't figure it out, I just go back home. Maybe. But then, later on in my career, I realized going home was an option, because even still, to buy a plane ticket back to Florida from LA, $500, like I didn't even have an extra $500 to go back home, or to ask my not so rich family for that money. It was like going home wasn't an option at one point too. Yeah. So we just stayed here.
But that kind of gave us like a security in a way, because my dad said the same thing. When I decided to stay, he's like, well, now it's on you. Like, so you're going to have to find a job. And because in Brazil, I didn't pay rent. I live with my parents. And he's like, now it's on you. But if you need to come back, like the doors are always open.
For sure.
Feel like,
I think that's the best thing a loving parent can do too, is just like leave you with the wind and to go explore for yourself, and then still have our back. Yeah. If we fail, if something goes wrong, it's like, go back home. Yeah,
we know we have them. What was the turning point that led you the transition from being a dancer to a DJ?
Oh man, there's a couple things that happened throughout my whole career as a dancer. I'm still very much in love with dance, and there was a formula that I didn't know, like how to transition from dancer to creative director or choreographer. There was I didn't know there was a formula, or how to book more gigs, more jobs. I tried everything. Change my hair, make it straight, make it more curly, cut it short, longer, wear baggy clothes, wear sexier clothes. It's like I didn't know what the formula was. I tried everything as a dancer, and I just wasn't booking like the dream job. So one day, it was a couple things, but I'll give you this one. One day, for side money, I would dance for like bar mitzvah companies, and I would go, make some side hustle money, be like a party motivator, dancing for, and I was like sweating at the end of the gig, like, man, that was a lot of work for like some $150 or something all day. And I asked there's a DJ was there, it was like, looked like they was doing nothing. And I was like, yo, what a nice, easy job you have. Just curious, how much you get paid for this gig? And he said something like $600, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, that was enough for me to be like, I want to do that. And then I went to a concert with one of my best friends, and the DJ was opening up for the artist, and the DJ just was kind of like directing the whole crowd, like, everybody make some noise, do this, do that. And everybody was doing it, and I was in there like having the time of my damn life. And then I was like, yo, from now on, that's what I want to do. I want to be the vibe curator. I want to be the vibe provider and create memories like that with music. Yeah. And then the next day I went to go learn how to DJ.
Did you have a mentor?
No. Oh, yeah. Nah. I mean, I called up a good friend of mine, is DJ Dubs. Super shout out. Really good, really cool peoples. And he was on tour at the time, I think, with like Ariana Grande. And is somebody who I look up to, who is a dancer who turned into a DJ, who, I mean, more than just dancer and DJ, creative director, artistic director, all things that he went to go do. However, I was inspired by the track that he took from dancer to DJ, so that was what I inquired about. And he was like, I'm not available, but I'll give you the guy who like is like one of my homies who would teach. He organized his music library. He was like, this guy's the truth. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. I didn't want to go to DJ college. Like, I didn't want to go to school again, but a personal trainer, that I could do. Yeah. So the next day I literally called a guy up, and I went to his house every week, and he kicked my ass. But in 10 sessions in the summertime, I learned how to DJ. And it's like, yeah, he made me repeat another class because he was like, you could tell you didn't do your homework. So the same thing I taught you last week, we're going to do it again this week. And I was like, damn, all right.
Sasha is great. She's my teacher because she turned me into a DJ as well. She gave me like two lessons and throw me in a job. I was like, are you crazy?
Well, that was my thing. I was like, okay, if I could teach, there was somebody who asked me if I could teach her a long time ago when I first learned, like my first year of learning how to DJ. And I taught her everything I learned from this guy for free. I paid a couple $100s for classes from this guy. So like, I was like, oh, I should teach her this. It's like, she's just a kid in college, whatever. So I taught her, and she became dope. And I was like, damn, if you want to be, then everybody's like, yo, I want to learn how to DJ. I'm like, okay, I'll teach you the fundamentals. But if you could teach somebody else how to DJ and they become great, then you're nasty. You can then like, that'll be considered 10,000 hours. You can consider yourself a master, but it takes time, obviously.
She's, I'm telling you guys.
That's crazy too, because I just went for it, Angel, and I wanted to be really good, and I didn't want anything to be in the way, like I'm a girl or this, or I can't do, some of the stuff that may seem could be in the way sometimes for artist in general. So then I just went really hard. It's the same thing with my breakdance career. I was like the only girl with all these guys, and I was like, if I'm gonna be competing with these guy breakdancers who are nasty, by the way, like shout out to any b-boy in Tampa, Florida, who I grew up with, who taught me how to dance, is like, to be in that circle of people, I had to be good too. Yeah, it made us more competitive, right? Because I grew up in a crew. I was the only girl. Like in the beginning, we were 3 girls, and they left, and then it ended up just being me and the guys, like for years. And I had pride every time I danced. Everybody was like, "Oh, that girl killed all the boys. Like she was nasty." Like so. Yeah, shout out. So you go to the world like really competitive, like. I don't care. Like, if I'm a girl, I'm going to kill this shit. I'm going to kill it. So I kind of took that with me as a DJ, too. But now there's women DJs everywhere, and they're great, or they're not, or they're super sexy and not good, and that's cool, too, for them. Or they're super sexy and still good, or... No, it doesn't matter now. Like,
we're taking over the world. Yeah. Do you see any connections between dancing and DJ?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Thank God.
Has your background as a dancer influenced the way you spin?
Yeah, man, 100%. From being a hip-hop head, it just, like, shaped my DJ career. Because, like, now, first of all, I DJ, I DJ parties all over the spectrum. So we've got from a kid's party to a 80-year-old birthday party. I can play anything from the 40s to the 50s, 60s, 70s, the 90s, the 80s and 90s, the 2000s until current. So I'm doing my homework constantly. But my dance career, even counting 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8 counts helped me count music,
The rhythm.
you know, to the point where I was like, oh, music and dance just go hand in hand. And it, you know, I know DJs who were never dancers before, who I could see almost kind of lack like this certain flavor because they don't have the dance in them. And that's not to take away from anybody who didn't dance. There's some,
but it helps.
it
I feel
totally
like
helps.
our songs selection.
Yeah.
Because you know what you would dance to if you go to a party.
Yes.
So you know how to play the songs that will make people dance.
Yes.
Like,
Angel B and I are the type of DJs who play for the women who play, and then you want the girls to always be dancing anyways, because if the girls are dancing, then the guy's gonna come dancing. Now that's in the club.
And I will be dancing in the booth. Like, I don't care if you're not. I'm there, like, having the
For
time of
real.
my life.
For real.
I'm gonna have fun. What's the most annoying thing someone can do to a DJ at the parties for you?
Oh my gosh. It depends. Let's take a bar for an example. If you're DJing at the bar, the drunk people are a little bit annoying when they are. I'm okay. You know this about me too. I'm okay with taking any song request if it makes sense in the set. If we're playing reggaeton for an hour or so and somebody requests reggaeton or even hip hop, I throw it in there. If we're playing hip hop and somebody asks for country, I would even throw it in there a little bit too. But if we're playing hip hop, reggaeton, country, let's just say, and somebody asks for EDM song, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to play that. So what's annoying about that is if they're drunk and they request something like that and they keep coming back. They're like, yeah, I'll play your song. Or sometimes I'm like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to play that right now. Like, okay, whatever. Then they come back again. Like they forgot they asked for that damn song a half hour ago or 5 minutes ago. And they just keep coming back. Every 5 minutes. That I don't have too many annoyances as a DJ because I could tolerate. I have a lot of patience inside of playing music for people. But that stuff is a little bit like,
you know what is annoying for me? When the girls come like drunk and then do like this in your face with a song that I'm like, no, let's remind, I'm not American, right? Yeah. So English is not my first language. Like when they want to scream the song, I'm like, what song? What? How do you spell that? Yeah. Like, first of all, and I'm like, try and look your phone, but they do like, so like,
okay, look,
like I'm obligated to play that.
Let me see your phone. I have an update. It never turns off, right? So let's say this is like the phone on. They'll come to me like this, play my song, and it's black. It's like there's nothing on there, and then I just go, what? And then they look and they go, oh, and they open the phone and they go like this. But or crazy, like when the person's super far and they're showing me the phone and I'm looking at the song like. First of all, I got good ass eyes, and I cannot see that far. Your little ass phone asking for Bad Bunny, like,
just guys, just let the DJ play.
Yeah,
just let our song selections. We're gonna make the party really nice.
I promise.
It's because we're not playing from Spotify, so it's not something that you don't have the song. Okay, let me search here.
Yeah,
we play from a software that you have to download the song. In some places don't even have the internet.
Yeah.
So I don't know, unless it's a private party that they paying a lots of money, you're gonna play whatever they want. Yeah. We even send your playlist.
Yeah, send your whatever you want. When it's a private client, whatever you say,
whatever you want. Whatever, but in the club,
no, this is our time to be free.
Yeah.
And create a vibe and curate a vibe for people who want to have a good time with their friends or meet somebody at the bar. Like, yeah, so we play everything,
because it's like I go to parties all the time and I'm not like going to the booth like, no, I want you to play my song.
Yeah,
like how is that so entitlement?
But, like, Amiga, but even if you did, I would give them like $20 bill. Like,
oh yeah, if you really need to hear. But if I really need to hear a song, I go to my car after when I'm going home and I play the song. I blast and I will be like, if I have that urge, I gotta listen to that song or I'm gonna die. If not, like I'm not gonna do that.
It's never happened to me either where I go out somewhere when I'm not DJing where I just hate. Also, I'm not gonna go to a place that I don't enjoy the vibe or the music either, unless it's random. Somebody invite me out, and then I know that I'm not there for the music. I'm there for the person who invited me out. Because at the end of the day, we can't control the music when we're out and about too. So
yeah, you don't want to control. No. It's just like just respect that DJ.
I think I finally got over it. By the way, like becoming a DJ, you go out and then you're always like, ooh, I heard that. Like, or you like assessing
Like,
and judging the
how
other
they-
DJ.
the transition.
Like I finally gave that up. Now I just have a good time anywhere I go. 'Cause
Yeah, just let it go.
you just let it go.
And in any moment of your career, as a dancer or as a DJ, did you doubted yourself or thought like, oh, this is not for me?
Oh yeah, as a dancer for sure. Like I just remember going hard one year that I was like, I'm gonna go to every event. I'm gonna go to anything, every call back, every audition I have to do for like, because I think what was challenging for me in my dance career is that I had like a 9-to-5 job too. I was trying to do both. And then one year I just gave it up and I was like, I'm not going to work a 9-to-5. I'm going to do what I got to do to just really focus on my dance career. And I tried everything. I did everything I needed to do. Like I looked good. I worked out. I was healthy. I don't know about healthy. We, as young dancers, we all starve ourselves. So I feel like, I don't know that I was healthy, but I just did everything I had to do. Like I was meeting the right people. I was networking. I was still at the same time being a decent human being, a good person. And after a whole year, I think I counted like some 105 or something auditions, and I didn't make any. I think I got like one gig out of that. Yeah. But I was like, this is not happening for me. And I was like, I maybe don't think that this is for me, for my life, for my future. And so that a little bit of doubt came in. And then I just, I'm a taller person than most average female dancers. So I thought, man, I'm taller. I'm too big. I'm just too big. Then Lizzo came out and she had like a whole big girl movement. And then I went to the Lizzo audition. It was really all these big girls, beautiful big girls, plus size models. And I auditioned with them. I don't book the job. They're like, you're just not big enough. Sorry. So I was like, damn. Like, I'm not big enough for the big girls. I'm not small enough for the small girls. And so I literally quit dance after that. Like, I'm tired of this. And I just all my mind and energy into DJing in my DJ career and what that looks like. I did everything. I was telling everybody I was a DJ. I did everybody's birthday parties, everybody's wedding, like that I knew. And then from then on it took off. But that was, you asked if doubt was ever there. It was in that moment. And so I had to like retrain my brain to fall in love with all of me again, to make sure that I have all of the necessary tools and the mindset to keep going as a DJ. There's no doubt in my DJ career, you know, there's like none of that exists for me there. I did audition for a major artist one time to DJ for her, to be her DJ on tour. And I don't know that it was doubt, but I was mad nervous. And I messed up a bunch of times in that audition. And then that tour probably wasn't me. It probably would have been super ratchet. It was like some hood stuff. But however, I think it would have been a cool experience. And that just wasn't the job for me. But like, it didn't crush me that I didn't get it. I just prepared harder after that. So now that I don't got to get ready, I'm just ready, so that I just stay ready, so I don't got to get ready. So anybody ever call me, like the artist, like we need you to come through, look good, audition, and give me like a 10-minute, then I'll be ready.
Do you feel like all the rejection in the dance world affected your personal life? Like what was the tools? What did you do to get out of that? Because people don't talk much about that, but it's a lot of rejection.
Oh yeah.
Like we come here like to those auditions, like there's so many talent people, and sometimes like you do everything right, you do the dance, you look right, you feel like you're right for the job, and you keep like receiving no. Like I remember in Brazil, I was the top female dancer when I moved here. I was the dancer people would call, the choreographer would call to choreograph the artists, to do those jobs, like conventions. I was teaching everywhere. And when I moved here, it took me a year to book a job through an agency. I was doing like small gigs here and there when the friends would like non-union stuff. But it took like a year to like in a big audition, like to book a job.
Yeah.
And like people don't know, like it's a lot of rejection, and you're like, what's wrong? Right? Like, what's wrong with me? So what did you do to do not let that break your spirit and like to
Oh, this is
to
hilarious.
get back to you?
Okay, well, look, the first thing I didn't just quit. Like, this is it. I'm never dancing again. I just moved to Atlanta. I moved. I met a guy who is super famous dancer who didn't live in LA that I met him at the time. He lived in Atlanta, and he was like, why are you still here chasing these crazy dreams? I make all this money on YouTube. You should move over here. So I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm tired of this ish. I'm leaving LA. So I moved to Atlanta for 365 days. Literally did 1 year. And I was like, I've had enough over here. It's not about Atlanta. It was about my environment. So I just got out of there. I came back to LA, and I just full force pursued my DJ career, which was awesome. I still got called for some dance gigs that people knew that I was a good dancer. So they called me for a couple gigs here and there. There was no rebuilding. That's the rejection of that year of giving it my all, that I knew if I could give my all, I would make it. And I didn't, and the result of not making it fully crushed me. So when I came back from Atlanta, that was like a break year for me. It seems like, oh, it's that year that you take off when you finish high school and then you take a year before you go to college, or you finish college and you take a year before you get your dream job or whatever. It was like I did a year in Atlanta, and I took like this break from the industry. Even though I still did industry things in Atlanta, it was super dope. I was very well connected over there. Anyways, when I came back to LA, full force as a DJ career, and I still was a little bit broken because then I was like a little bit insecure with like audition. Do I audition as a dancer or a DJ? Like, do I still don't do dance gigs, whatever. And then I you know this about me, I did the course called the Landmark Forum, and I fully figured out and learned, and this is a personal growth and development training course. I learned not to make stuff mean anything about me. Now, people tell you all the time, like, oh, don't take it personal. But it wasn't that kind of training that I got. I really just...
And it's not that easy.
It's not that
when
easy.
When it's like, no. You're like,
And
you're gonna
like,
take it personal.
yeah,
like, what
dance
is
is
about?
your baby. If dance is your baby, and then you keep hearing no about and you get rejected about your true love, it's like... It's just like falling in love and then getting your heart broken because it don't work out. That's how dance was for me. Like, oh, my heart was broken about it. But I just really separated like what I made it mean about me. I really, being rejected or really not booking the dream jobs that I wanted as a dancer made it mean that I wasn't good enough. Not just as a dancer, which is crazy because I was too the best dancer in my little city in Florida. Then I moved here and I was like, oh, I'm the best over here, and I'm gonna be amongst all the best from there over theirs, and we all just gonna be the best out here. Yeah. That's even a crazy thing to think about. You got all the best of the best in one city.
Yeah, like, in one city. It's like so many talent.
Yo, that's crazy. And it was dope. I really just did separate, oh, that I made it mean I wasn't good enough. But that translated into I made it mean I'm not good enough in a relationship. I'm not good enough in a friendship. I'm not good enough as a dancer. And so in order for that not to affect my DJ career, I went in on some personal development. So I was like, yo, I got to get my mind right. I knew that there was something there.
And you think like it comes from your childhood, not having your dad around at all? How did you like figure out that affect you in a way that you didn't know before, but it did?
Yeah, I think not having a second parent in general, although my mom killed it and was just like the best kind of single parent you could think of, just not having the support of another, even a male figure, or like my brothers were there, but they were there from afar, just not even having that. That's just why I surrounded myself with all boys. They were all, like, looking for all the love from like I just had all male best friends. They're all my brothers to this day. I have my boyfriend and I have all my guy friends, and they're all friends because that wouldn't work if they weren't. So it's just like all good friends. And then I really had to create women empowerment for my life too, and then I just went out and researched and just found like all the girls that I already knew, like who was going to inspire me and keep who I need to keep on. Girls that like Angel that I've already known for a long time that reintroduced to my life so I could just hold on to tight because I need that too. I need that.
We need each other.
Yeah, we need each other. Girl power.
Yes. So you went to the Landmark and that helped. So it helps with your relationship too, with your boyfriend. Did you know him at the time or no?
No, I had another boyfriend at the time. And after I finished that training course, it's like the 3-day training course. After I finished that, I broke up with him the next day.
You're like, actually, I chose wrong again.
Yeah, I chose wrong. What was I thinking? So he was really good about it. And I was like, I think we're not supposed to be together. I just learned about myself, all the things and all the reasons and all the stuff I created about my identity and my whole life. Just like what I created inside of being disempowered or rejection. And then you create all of these stories about yourself that are not true. So once I disappeared all of that outside of participating in that weekend, I just started making the phone calls in my life. Like that's when I called my dad and I was like, hey, we need to have a relationship. So that was already the hardest conversation I could ever have in my life. So if now when stuff comes up that's like really hard, I'm like, nah, it can't be that hard. I already had the hardest thing that I've ever done in my life, which was call my dad after 30 years and be like, can we be friends?
Yes.
So now everything is just like not as hard. I still come up with hard things in my life. They just don't affect me. They don't compare to what was already been accomplished. That was already so hard to do. So I broke up with my guy at the time, and it left me an open space to actually like fall in love from scratch. And like had met somebody right after that, my new boyfriend, but I didn't know. He was like, I've met you before, but before you had like a do not disturb sign on your forehead. The second time I met you out, you were kind of like more open, like, hey, you like smiled more. He's like, you always smiled. You just was more, I could tell there was a difference. Like either was going through something or had a boyfriend or just was like, nah, or maybe you were gay. And he was like, but I couldn't figure it out. But the second time he met me, Jason was like, you're just more open. I could actually ask you if you want a drink or would you like to go get coffee or whatever.
And how do you guys balance now? Because, DJing, the hours are crazy. You work during the night a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And are you guys planning like a family? I know you guys been together for a while now, right?
We're on year 6, going on year 7. And shout out to the most patient man in the world, dude. Like the type of level of patience you need for a girl like me is unwavering.
For Jason, the baby will be here already.
Yeah, for Jason, it's just like he would already had all the things, but and we get to create it from scratch. Look, I DJ at night a lot. I'm trying to schedule my life where I do DJ day parties. I'm now in the inquiry of what I'm doing for the summer, what pool party residency we're going to get so I could do brunch. And somebody asked me yesterday, by the way, we had a meeting. He's like, why are you so stuck on doing a brunch? I was like, my friends want a day party.
Yeah.
Not like we don't want to be out till 2 a.m., papa. Like, just partying and getting drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, half of my friends don't even drink anymore because we're trying to preserve our skin. Like, can we do a day party with the pool? Please. And he was like, oh, I get it. And I was like, yeah, just put the guys on the nighttime party so they could get the nighttime girls. I want the pool party.
Yes.
It was funny. But Jason and I work really well. He knows all of the people around me. He can trust all the people around me. There was never an issue. So when I'm out and he already knows, like, oh, you're out with the guys, it means my business partner, my best friends, or the people I work with. And then we're all having a good time. We protect each other and we feel safe to drink and party or work together. And then knowing that if I'm coming home late, it's because I was out on a job, on a mission, or partying with literally my best friends. There's never more than that. So
talking about your business partner, you were an entrepreneur as well. How the company came together? They have a entertainment company, Amplify Entertainment DJ company. With Max de Paula. He's Brazilian.
He is Brazilian, which is wild putting them together in a room. Angel B and Max get together. They're just talking Portuguese and it's like, oh. And like.
So how that came together, the idea for the business?
Yes. Okay, this was before the pandemic. I met Max at, it was a pool party, a kids party was it pool? One, I just know it was hot as hell, so it was summertime. Anyways, he was like the kid. He was like wrangling the kids. He was like the MC basically, working with all the kids, playing all the games with the kids, and I just got hired separate as the DJ. So after the whole gig was done, he was like, "Oh man, DJ, you killed it! Like, you're a really good DJ." And every once in a while, I would get on the microphone too, because I don't know who this guy is. I'm used to doing the MC DJ by myself, so I'm like, "All the kids, put your hands up! Oh, put your hands up!" And so he was like, "Yeah, you didn't even need me for this party." And I was like, "I didn't, but it was nice to have you here." And so he was like, "Yeah, we should link up. Let's grab coffee or whatever and talk about more DJ gigs." And I'm like, "Yeah," I still was like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, I was just on my grind as a DJ at the time, like that, like busy, trying to take all the gigs, trying to be available for everything. So whatever, people say a lot of stuff all the time. And so I don't know if this is like what I'm going to believe, do I believe or do I keep going? And sure enough, the time came, like I met with him and he was like, "Yeah, I want to collaborate or like merge like your business and my business together. I already have the name Amplified Entertainment. You could just join me." And y'all, I was like, "Hell nah, sir." Whatever it is you want me to do for you, man. Like, no, like just totally had it like he wanted something from me. And so I said no. He asked me one other time and I was like, "Yeah, nah." And then I called him for a gig or he'll call me for a gig and we'll work at gigs together, but we weren't like full merged together. And then the pandemic hit. And then I just remember we always tell this story, like, he's like, "I asked her 3 times if she would join me in the DJ company, and she rejected me 3 times." Now I remember a solid 2 times, but I'm sure there was a 3rd time. We just laugh about it. But during the pandemic, I saw Max. Nobody was working. First of all, nobody's doing nothing. We doing what we can. I'm taking dance classes on Zoom because like what else I'm gonna do? Workout classes on Zoom. We're just bored, doing whatever we can do to just like stay with community, stay alive, just be healthy, and like do whatever we can inside the house. And Max was doing Zoom kids parties with the full DJ setup on Zoom, and I was like, "Yo, my man's is making money during the pandemic." That's crazy. So I call him up like, "Hey man, you still want to collaborate? Like, you still want?" He was like, "Man, I thought you would never ask." And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready, man." Because I also really believe in, like, I'm down is another thing I learned inside the Landmark. Like, I was just committed to doing everything by myself. It's nothing you could tell me. I'm going to be the best female, whatever. I'm going to be the best independent artist. I'm going to be the best by myself. But, like, who are we kidding? We totally need each other.
Hyper independence. That's a trauma that I'm trying to get rid of. Like, you like, I can do it. I can do it. You grab all the bags and what.
Hilarious. Even today, I have like gotta pick up my dry cleaning and my schedule. It's like me, Angel B interview, me dry cleaning today, and Jason's like, "Oh, I seen on your schedule you have dry cleaning. Like, I could pick it up." I was like, no. After Angel, I'm gonna pick it up. He's like, "I could pick it up." And I was like, "Oh," I'm still fighting him. Like, I could do it.
It's so hard, like, to ask for shit.
I finally gave it up. I was like, "Fine, I'm going to be with Angel for this long, maybe longer. If you don't have this dry cleaning," because then it's funny because maybe something comes up and he doesn't pick up the dry cleaning. And then I gain more evidence of why I trust myself more than anybody. It's like, see, I knew you couldn't pick up the dry cleaning down the street. I knew I should have just picked it up after, like I said, but it's so not the commitment I am as a human being to be contributed to and to contribute to somebody else. Like, I want to be contributed to. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to do everything by myself. So with that said, I called Max and I was like, "Max, I think if it's the 2 of us, we wasn't even thinking crazy money hungry. I just was like, it'd be nice if you did all the bookings and I did all the DJ gigs, or like we did this together. Like, I think it would totally benefit us if we did this together as a duo." He was like, "Great." And then we've done that thus far. We've been together now in our business for 5 years. It's a thriving, still growing, forever growing DJ company. I then now put on all of my friends. I literally taught all my friends how to DJ. And people ask all the time, like, "Does that work? I heard you're not supposed to really work with your friends." And I was like, I only want to work with my friends. Like, and if it doesn't work, it's okay because I don't have to make it mean that I suck, you know? Like, I don't have to make it mean that I made a bad decision. It's like, yeah, I taught my friend and it didn't work out. So what? Then I go to the next friend, like, yo.
And it's working out, right?
Yeah,
it's working out so far.
So far, so good. There's one other person that, you know, regrettably, you know, just like let go of. And not that I regret it. It's just that, you know, I feel sad that I even had to do that. But it comes with the territory of being a business owner, a CEO. And if it's a thing that I have to do, like fire my friends, I guess I'm the one willing to, you know, I'm the one strong enough to do it. We have this conversation all the time, and Max is not the guy. He's like, nah, let's not be too crazy. And I was like, nah, let's be all the way crazy. Like, we firing everybody. I think last year I was like, I'm firing everybody this year. All my friends, they gotta go. And it was on some just frustrated because stuff wasn't working out. It had nothing to do with my friends, just the business aspect of it. And I was like, let's just fire everybody. He's like, wait, you're crazy. And I was like, yeah, maybe a little bit, but.
And there's anything in your journey that you would have changed?
Oh man, I think inside of my dance career, I might have given it one more shot. Is maybe the only thing. I think I might have given it one more. After I actually quit, Janet then booked dancers. What you don't know, if for anybody watching or listening, what you don't know is there was a time in the dance industry where you did really have to look a certain kind of way, or they were booking the one Asian, the one black, the one white, and the one Spanish. Mind you, I'm a Afro-Latina. I look somewhere in between black and Spanish. It's like they couldn't figure it out. So when they would do separation, like all the black girls over here, all the Spanish girls over here, I would go with the Spanish girls, but then I looked nothing like the Spanish girls, specifically on the West Coast. Everybody looked like Selena with the straight hair. The Spanish girls looked straight hair, you know, like caramel skin. I was like caramel brown skin with curly hair. So then I was like, oh, this whole time I should have went to the black girl section. I'm black too. Like, ah. So that kills me sometimes thinking about that, because I could have did something different or try. Remember I tell you, like, I tried everything. Yeah. Maybe that was like the one thing I didn't try, really. But, you know, I think after a while, Janet got booked dancers after I quit that was like black, white, albino, young, old. It was like the youngest was like 8, the oldest was like 60 or whatever. She had dancers like different ages, different colors, different sizes, big girls, small girls, it didn't matter, tall, short, like nobody had the same thing. So I was like, damn, I could have just waited a little longer. And then Lizzo, after booking big girls only, opened up all of her dancers to now being smaller, or, you know, and I was like, damn. And it's all good. Literally, I love my life the way it is.
And what was the best lesson that you learned so far pursuing your dreams?
Oh, man. Yeah. I think inside of, I think I'll tell you this. The biggest lesson I've gotten pursuing my dreams is the level of integrity that I grew up to have, that I didn't, you know, if I said I was going to go somewhere and I didn't go, then in return, that outcome was that choreographer or that person or that client or something wouldn't believe me when I said that I would do something after that. So I'm so big on integrity and making sure that I actually do what I say that I'm going to do. Because one, I've already learned the hard way what that outcome is if I don't do what I say I'm going to do. And I know what that also feels like for somebody to tell me something and they don't do it. Then I automatically don't believe them. And then it's up to me to be a responsible human being to try to like relearn that person again, because maybe they just had a bad day. But I'd be so quick to go, they lied. They said they was going to be on time. They not on time. And then I just cut people off. But that doesn't work for life for me in general as a CEO or a person who actually loves people and wants to network and be around people, because you know, people make mistakes and have bad days.
Yes, not everybody's irresponsible.
Although we are like the prime examples of like top-notch level
integrity, professional.
Yo, it's hard.
It's hard to deal with. That's why maybe we do everything by ourselves too.
Yeah, it's funny. That's so funny.
I'm gonna get this done. So tell people how they can support the company. Amplify Entertainment is one of our sponsors here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. And yeah, tell them how to follow, how to support.
Look, we just rebranded everything a year ago. We're really proud of our branding and the whole squad, the team. You can visit us at amplifiedla.com, on Instagram, amplified_LA. We just started a TikTok journey, Amplified LA. And you can personally follow me at DJ Sasha B on all the platforms. And look, owning a DJ company is we didn't create anything new under the sun. There's a bunch of other DJ companies that I'm inspired by, that I look up to, that's been 20 years in the game. And while we're just like 5 to 7 years in the game, So although we've been DJing way longer than that, we just have a company together that long. But if you need support, or anybody who wants to throw a party and they want just like really awesome entertainment and good DJs, we've got break dancers. It's the best crossover from dancer to DJ, because like now all my friends, not just dancers, they're now becoming DJs, but we all know dancers still in the dance industry. So if you want a party with professional dancers or stilt walkers or flamethrowers or belly dancers or whatever, the whole show, we can organize it together top to bottom. And I'm still someone who personally goes out and DJs, I like private events, or just like us getting down at the club. I love to do special guest appearance performances where I get to just be free and DJ my favorite stuff that I want to DJ for an hour or two, or whatever, you name it. I'm your girl.
Yes, Amplify Entertainment. Yes, thank you, amiga, for coming.
That was so
It was
fun.
a pleasure having you.
Love
thank you
and
for
peace.
sharing your story, and I hope you guys got inspired like I am inspired right now.
Yeah.
And yes, I see you next episode.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. This was Open Up with Angel B. I hope you guys got super inspired with the stories. And yes, don't forget to subscribe, to like, share, all of that good stuff. And I will see you next episode. Shout out to my sponsors, Amplifier Entertainment, Sacred Intimacy, and Aesthetic Studios. Go check them out, all the info in the description. And I see you next episode.